block, what up? I'm back on the block, what up? What up? What up? Hey, we what back up? On the block. What up? This is Turf Talk Tuesday. DMV Sports and News. We in the DMV, baby, with it. Covering the turf all season long. Football and basketball.
DMV Sports and News. This is Terps Talk Tuesday. And yeah, we're about to get into the game. It was a really good game. You know, they hung in there. They fought to the fourth quarter. I'm really proud of the effort I saw. I was not expecting that. I drove a really long way out there. And to be honest, from years past, I really thought Maryland was not going to play very good. And I was going to be disappointed for driving all the way out there. I didn't come very prepared. I looked at the weather beforehand and I thought it was going to be 66 degrees. Nowhere did it say it was going to rain. Plus, I let my girlfriend pick the clothes to bring on the trip, so all my turf gear was left at home, forgotten. So that was a bummer. I could not represent, but I went to Walmart and bought a red polo. Almost got carjacked buying the red polo for the game in Detroit at the Walmart. But hey, I made it to the game alive. And even though it was raining, Michigan definitely knows how to party. I walked around Pioneer High School. I saw the Fox Big Noon afternoon kickoff. That was pretty cool. But I didn't want to stay outside the stadium. I had to head in extra early to the big house. That was my first time ever there. And I just wanted to walk the whole stadium. So I walked in. I did about 2 laps around the stadium. I saw and soaked the whole thing in. It's definitely smaller than I thought it would be, though. Like, for being the biggest stadium, arguably, in the world, I really thought it would be bigger. Right. So before heading up to the press box, the Michigan event staff told me I could just go anywhere in the stadium. So I was like, I want to go sit in the student section for the start of the game. I went over there. It was getting packed. You could feel the vibe in the air. It was right for Maryland to play good. You could tell Michigan was scared a little bit. The fans was talking how Talia was pretty good, and they was worried about him in the passing offense. And the rain slowed down, and it started to become pretty nice for game time. And it felt all good, and then it happened. Ty Felton dropped the kickoff in the first 3 seconds of the game. And you knew, damn it, another Maryland letdown. And you knew McCarthy was just going to throw a touchdown on that first freaking play. You just felt it. As soon as he stepped back, that tight end, Shoemaker, they kept on going, shoo, in the stadium. He's going to be playing on Sundays. He looked good, but right away, McCarthy to Shoemaker, touchdown. I was like, not a 59-0 Maryland loss, please. Let's go. But we get the ball back. We have a pretty respective drive. And Chad Ryland just drills that freaking 53-yard field goal. Stuns the freaking crowd. Moody goes down for Michigan and hits a 52-yard field goal. I don't remember anybody being really that impressed, even though it was a yard shorter. Then Littleton, at the 2-minute point in the first quarter, had that touchdown. And that's when I was like, you know, we really came to play. I was impressed. Then Ryland hits another 52-yard field goal. Homecoming in Michigan for him. He was just going off. Then the rest of the second quarter, it felt really like slow and boring. And Michigan scored, which that was another turning point when Michigan scored there. I was like, come on. We blew the lead at halftime. 22 seconds, and they were getting the ball back. But Michigan got the ball back to start the second half and couldn't do anything. And the whole third quarter was a big defensive battle. And there was nothing much going on until Michigan, in the beginning of the fourth quarter, had a 20-yard pass. And they scored a touchdown. And then it was 13-24. You started getting that feeling. We were letting it slip away. But Ty Felton stepped up big after fumbling it to start the game. And he scored his first career touchdown. So good for him. We need guys to step up, and Maryland's had a problem with that in the past, but this game, it seemed like we had pretty good depth. Guys kept on coming in and filling and performing, and that's what Maryland needs to be competitive in the Big Ten. So Ty Felton scored that touchdown, got it back to 1924. They couldn't get that 2-point conversion. In Michigan, they just go down and they hit that field goal to get them up 8. And you were really wishing at that point Maryland just hit the extra point, because it felt like that 8-point lead felt way bigger lead at the time. I was like, oh, we just failed going for 2. We got to try going again, and it did not look good. So Maryland does not, I believe they threw an interception, and Michigan got it back. And then they had that 47-yard rush that just completely I was like, you knew it was over at that point. But Billy Edwards Jr., Terps have a little promise in the future for quarterback. He came in and he played pretty good. I really liked what he did. He came in, he was 5 for 9 on that last drive, 62 yards and a touchdown. Talia was banged up, and that's why Coach Loxley pulled him out, but Billy Edwards looked pretty good. I don't think he's as good as Talia by any means, but we have depth, and that's what Maryland needs. And Dupree, he caught that 18-yard touchdown for him, and we converted the 2-point conversion with Edwards in. He seems a little more mobile than Talia, which I was not expecting. I thought he was going to be slow, especially coming from Wake Forest. I don't know why I'm hating, but I think the real key of that game was that Blake Corum guy from Michigan. He really just surprised me. I didn't really have him on my radar going into the game. I would have said beforehand, our running back, Roman Hemby, I would have expected him to have the better game. But Corum was turning heads. Everybody was talking how he's going to be playing on Sundays, and so was Shoemaker. Those two guys, those guys are carrying Michigan. Michigan looked kind of weak at quarterback, and their defense looked mediocre, even though they played really good to start the season. And I think a Terp that's really been shining is Colton Spangler. I saw him warming up before the game, and he kicked it from the end zone all the way to the other 10-yard line. And that guy is definitely deserves a tryout with the NFL team. I don't think we hear enough about him, but he is a really good punter. He averaged 42 yards that game, 2 inside the 20. His punting really kept us in the game, so shout out to him. Our special teams was really good besides that one fumble. That was a really good game by the Terps. I'm proud of them going out there and competing with the number 4 team. I think versus Michigan next week, something I would point out I saw in the game myself is I think they need to take advantage of some more medium routes. If they attack the medium level of the field, they're always going deep or going short. If they attack some more medium, Michigan left the medium routes open all game. If they attack it some more, I think Maryland is going to destroy Michigan State. That is it. And this was Terps Talk Tuesday with Nicholas Billings. And this is DMV Sports.
Back on the block with us. I'm back on the block with us. Back on the block with us. I'm back on the block with us. What up? What up? Hey, we back on the block. This is Terps Talk Tuesday. DMV Sports and news. We in the DMV, baby, with it. Covering the Terps all season long. Football and basketball.